let's talk about opposition. Now, in jiu-jitsu, right? Like opposition is whoever you're rolling against. If you're in competition, well, that's obvious. It's the person you're competing against, right? And some people get really kind of in their heads about what type of opponent they're willing to take on, right? When you start watching professional combat sports, you're gonna hear and you can see a lot of calling. He's afraid to fight me. She's afraid to fight me. Da 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 da. But then you watch the fight, and very quickly you can see who was and who wasn't afraid of the opposition, if that is a factor in the fight. Now, what about when we aspire to do a difficult thing? We aspire to chase a dream, to pursue a passion, to chase an opportunity, to step into a new role that maybe no one in our lives has ever stepped into. Often, what will happen is friends, loved ones, people who care will want to take a moment to really, really tell you how difficult that journey will be. They will want to go into drastic and dramatic detail about worst case scenario possibilities of opposition you might face in accomplishing that goal. And their intent is to stop you. Their intent is to scare you off the path before you step too far down the trail. Now, how the hell do they know what opposition you'll face on your path when it isn't theirs? No one fights the same fight the same way twice. No one. Even when you put the same two competitors in the cage or the ring, every interaction will be different. So even if the person trying to scare you off your path thinks they know it, they don't, because they don't know you. So you make the decision now. Is this your path? Is this a road in life you want to go down? Is this an accomplishment, an education, a profession, a dream, an aspiration that you want to chase? Well, then, if it is, understand opposition is a part of any journey. Problem solving will be required. Obstacles will appear. And you cannot control or define any of it. The only thing you can control and define is your mindset, is your willingness to just keep going. Whatever the obstacle, whatever the pressure, whatever opposition, you make up your mind that you understand those things exist and that you're going to do everything you can to control yourself enough to be able to work through those problems and resolve them. Yeah. We do not choose our opposition. We cannot set the terms for our opposition. We choose our path. We choose our path. and then we handle the rest. If you have chosen your path and there are voices trying to scare you off of it, ask why. I guarantee you, it's not love that motivates people to try to scare you from becoming the best version of yourself. And if the path you've chosen is one that will call you to do hard things and make you a better person, well then, they ain't trying to scare you off because they're afraid for you. They're trying to scare you off because they're afraid of being left behind. And that's not your problem. So, pick your path. Commit to it. Accept the reality of obstacles, opposition, and pressure along the way. Just accept it. Know it's coming. And know that this is still your path. And you'll work it just fine. One way or another. The only way you lose is if you turn back. So y'all, pick your path and let's roll.